Let's bring in Tal Reshef, an East Asia expert, joining us live this morning. Good morning to you. Let's begin with the significance of this conference. Xi hoping to cement himself as the greatest Chinese leader since Mao Zedong, going on to a third term now. But what's he hoping to do in terms of modernizing and rejuvenating the country?
Well, we are talking about three things, three circles, one within the other. First of all, each Congress of the type every 5 years is very important, is a display of leadership, the line of leaders of the country, and trust in the main leader, the presidents, and the secretary of the party. Second point is that here we have something quite unique in the history of modern China, because this is the first time since the time of Mao Zedong that a chairman, a secretary of a party is elected for a third term. And in fact, after he has changed the rules of the Congress, he is allowed even to have a fourth and fifth time. So in fact, he's being elected now for the rest of his life. Something that never happened since Mao Zedong, as said. And this is something very important. It has many meanings because it means that there is no control over the leader. The leader concentrates all the power in his hands, and there is not going to be somebody else that will take the wheel in 5 years that might change the direction. China is Xi Jin Ping. From now on, maybe already 10 years ago it started. And the other thing is the challenges, the obstacles, the achievements that the country and the party are facing that were displayed in his speech now at the opening.
Well, in part of his speech, he was touting the party's safeguarding for national security, maintaining stability both socially and on a security level, protecting people's lives and taking control of the situation in Hong Kong, which we know was rocked by protests just a few years prior. But is there any opposition to his leadership inside China that we know of? Just a few weeks ago, there were rumors of a coup, but what do we know about that?
Well, the rumors were just rumors. Apparently, it had no basis behind it, and he does not face any real opposition. There are people who don't like the idea that he rules the country. There was even there were some slogans in the electronic media, even a banner that was hung on one of the bridges of Beijing lately. But this is not significant. The country is the party. The party is Xi Jin Ping. He controls the Congress. He controls the party. He controls the country. There is no real opposition that might challenge his ruling. So. And he's facing challenges in the form of Taiwan, of the form of Hong Kong, and the pro-democratic manifestations that took place there. Xinjiang, with the Muslim separatist attitude and culture, is facing with them from an angle of very clear hierarchy. There is the ruling of the leader over the party, the ruling of the party over the country, and the ruling of China over the world. No less than that. They are pointing out, they are directing themselves to being the main superpower in the world, the power that will control and direct the world in the way that the United States did in the last decades, and while maintaining all the power within this superpower in the hands of the party, and maintaining the full control of the party by the hands of Xi Jinping.
What can we expect Western countries like the United States to respond with now that Xi will have a third term? And as you're saying, cementing himself as perhaps a permanent leader in China.
I don't think this is something that Western countries, no matter which, should deal with. First of all, because it is doomed to fail. There's no way another country outside of China can affect the internal political processes within the party, within the country. It is futile, and it will only create conflict. And moreover, I don't see how this point, which is crucial for China itself, is so meaningful for the world, for other countries, because the question is not who rules the country and for how long, relating to the interests of the world and the West particularly. It is not the point. This is the point of China. They are losing the possibility of getting back to a road of democracy, or at least distribution of power within the country. It means that there's only one voice that directs everything. Xi Jinping is making big mistakes during the last 10 years, and the more he's confident in himself, he might be making more mistakes, like the tension that he creates between him and the West, like the way that he treats the COVID with the lockdowns. He's doing many things that are erroneous due to the fact that there's no control on him from within the party or from outside the party.
Tal Reshef, an East Asia expert, joining us live this morning on China's 20th Congress. Thank you.
Thank you.